When I was 8 years old, I remember going to my grandfather's for a visit. Mind you, being the first grandchild of my grandfather, I was his favorite. At least that is what I thought. Thinking back now, my grandfather doesn't have a favorite, not among his children or his grandchildren. It was his way of making sure all his children grew up well. Anyway, I usually always went for my holidays. There was even a time I spent a school term there. I loved staying there. I could eat whatever I wanted, do whatever I wanted, and go wherever I wanted. No questions asked. Just a lot of calm talk sessions with my grandfather and a lot of heartfelt advice from him. There was this decoder that my grandfather had. It was called Strong Decoder. They had a channel called Teletoon. Now that was my favorite channel. The cartoons were amazing. I loved the channel so much, and my uncle, who was 8 years older than me, named it after me. Because back then, the decoder had an option of changing the channel name. So from then on, it became Christy's channel. Whenever I was around, you would hear, change the channel to Christy's channel. Classic pampered granddaughter. Like I said, I got whatever I wanted. And my grandfather never raised his voice at me or hit me. In my grandfather's house, I was a little princess, the kind you see in Disney cartoons. Then came the day I was watching a movie on my channel as usual, and a visitor of my grandfather came. My grandpa was not around, so my uncle had to call him and tell him he had a visitor. After the call, my uncle came back and told the visitor my grandfather would be with him shortly. And my uncle went to his room like any responsible, well brought up child would do. Me, I stayed behind, like the princess I was. And my uncle didn't say anything. After all, I was still a child and I really didn't care about the world of grown ups. That's when tragedy struck. A tragedy so painful I still remember it even though I have forgotten all other things.